To be or not to be? That is the question. Actually, fix and flip or buy and hold? That is the real question.
I want the power on top of this tower. I'm just checking on my net worth. I come for what's ours. You just only want to check first. I come for what's ours. Unless I come for your neck first.
Hey there YouTube, Corby and Tifro, GetFinanciallyFree.com with another video to help you get out of the rat race. Today we're going to talk about fix and flips versus buy and holds. We've done both, and I'm going to tell you which investment strategy works better for us. And if you stay through to the end of this video, I'm actually going to tack a bonus clip at the end with myself and my old friend Kurt Davis that I've been buying houses from since way back in 2008. I think you'll find it interesting to see the prices I was paying for houses back then versus the prices the houses are going for now. And you'll also find it interesting that we both had a different investing strategy. So without further ado, let's get into this. The two main differences between fix and flips and buy and holds are, first, how much money you're going to make on each deal, and second, how much money you're going to pay in taxes. When it comes to fix and flips, it's likely you're going to make a lot more money on the front end because it's not unheard of to make $50,000 to $100,000 on a fix and flip. Now, with the buy and holds, you're likely only going to be able to make the rental income, but I call that residual income because you get it every single month. Fix and flips, you do it one deal, you're going to make the money one time, you put it in the bank, and you have to go out and do another deal. Buy and holds, you do it one time, and it's going to keep paying you every single month. Now, when it comes to taxes, fix and flips are considered capital gains. It means you're going to pay 25% of your gain to Uncle Sam. If you make $100K on a flip, you're going to have to pay $25K to Uncle Sam. Now, with the buy and holds, it's considered passive income. It means it passes through. The government does not tax rental income. And the reason they don't is they give you a tax break for providing housing for tenants. Now, which investment strategy do we prefer? Fix and flips or buy and holds? Buy and holds. I've always said fix and flips will make you rich. Buy and holds will make you wealthy. If you've watched this far, here is the bonus clip that I promised you. This is a video of me and my old buddy Kurt Davis, who I've been buying rental properties from since way back in 2008. I think you'll find it interesting to see the price point that I was paying for these properties back then. And you'll also find it interesting that he actually took the side of the fix and flips. He did more fix and flips, so he didn't keep many of the properties. We did the buy and holds, he did the fix and flips. So sit back, get some popcorn, and enjoy. Back in the day when I bought my first property from Kurt, and this was keep in mind, it was turnkey. They had already done the work. They'd already rehabbed it. They had already finished it. Do you remember what I paid for that house on Oak Cliff, Kurt? You remember what you charged me for that?
I think it was like 35 grand.
35 grand. And the funny thing is that, you turn around now, it reappraised. I ended up selling that house to my mom, and my mom had it appraised, and that same house appraised for about 115 grand. Okay, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. And it was because of the location that, it's made that much appreciation. So keep that in mind.
It's interesting. It's interesting when I look back over the course of time that when I got involved in real estate, moved here in 2007, the whole financial crash was happening, and I didn't know any better. The business was relatively easy. Things were easy in terms of getting these properties. And then just a few short years later, I started working with another company, and our business model then, it was another turnkey type operation, but we were selling houses then, let's just call them your typical 3-bedroom, 1.5, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom properties. They would rent anywhere in the $825 to $895 range, and the average prices that we were selling these to the clients fixed up was anywhere from $49,900 to $54,900. And when you hear numbers like that now, you're like, oh my God, that is so incredible. Like, why didn't you keep all of those? But back then, we didn't look at these as good deals. These were just they were so plentiful, these were just average deals. So when I look back on that, I think to myself, what, you asked me earlier, how many properties do I have? And I say 32. And to, that is a good number. Don't get me wrong. That's great. I should own like 150 properties. I should own like 200. And when I look at even just the portfolio that I have of houses when I bought them, even not that long ago, houses that I was buying in 2014 for 60 grand are now worth 150 to 180,000, and it's just ridiculous. So I've seen a lot in a short amount of time.
That is so funny that Kurt says that. The funny thing is that he says that, back in the day, they weren't seeing the value in the houses. So Kurt was selling these houses really cheap. And then he was turning around, he was getting them and flipping them and doing all that stuff. Now, I actually kept a lot of those houses. That's why I say, like, with these houses, literally, Kurt will go back and he'll talk about some of the houses which he sold me. He sold me a house on Oak Cliff. He sold me a house on Rhodes. He sold me, there was so many houses back then that he sold me. And I still have them. I still own those houses. So I didn't make the mistake of selling them, so we have over 70 houses in our portfolio, but that's because I just kept them, we just kept the cash flow. That's what I was investing for. I wasn't necessarily caring to make any bucks. I was like, hey, you know what? I was making the cash from the rents. And so that was really what was trumping all of it. But
YouTube, if you like the videos we've been putting out and you want to see more videos about getting financially free and getting out of the rat race, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and all that other YouTube-y stuff.